Yes, you're welcome. It's your boy Jacob. Now today I'm bringing you another comparison of some of the popular courses which are done by most people who are entering the science field, and today I'm going to compare a registered midwife and a registered nurse, which is a better profession to take up. This knowledge is very good for some of our senior 6 students who are just coming into the profession. They get confused on what can I choose. Can I choose psych? Can I choose midwifery? Can I choose nursing? Which one is better? So I have to give you some of this knowledge. To some of my subscribers, this is obvious knowledge, but not to everyone. Some people don't know this knowledge, so I have to put out some of the pointers, some of the things which you have to consider when you are choosing to take up midwifery or nursing. So like I said earlier in one of my tutorials, the people who opt for these courses are basically, like, if you are opting to do midwifery starting from a diploma level, mostly you only need 1 principal pass. Yeah, most schools opt 1 principal pass in biology, and also for nursing at the diploma level it's 1 principal pass. My content, basically I'm starting on a person from a lower cadre. I'm not going as far as degree courses because those ones are high for most people. Majority of people, when they are starting up this nursing profession, they start at a diploma and certificate level, but I'm talking basically from a diploma level because that's a standard for registration. So 1 principal pass is the qualification if you have to take up any of these courses, but to take up any of them you need to first do your research. And that's the reason why we bring out this information to you. Basically it takes 3 years direct for a diploma in midwifery and a diploma in nursing. 3 years direct. The schools are quite very many, but to take up any of these courses you need to know what you want as a person. So the content in the nursing field, they study everything plus what the midwives know, but they don't go so detailed in midwifery. But the midwives are more specialized in the midwifery section. So the difference comes in job opportunities and also in the type of work, what you can do after that. The nurses at the registered level, the jobs are quite very many because they can work almost in all fields. They can work in psych, they can work as dispensers, they can work OR, some are even placed in maternity. So the career path and job opportunities are quite very many. The midwives are more specialized, so they are more limited mostly to maternity centers. So that's a big difference. If that's what you want, you can take it up. The salary scale cuts the same, is the same for both nurses and midwives. Another important difference comes in private practice. To start a domiciliary home as a midwife, they just need 5 years of experience. For example, in our country, if you want to start private practice for midwives, it's 5 years of experience. But a nurse, if you want to start a private practice, they need 10 years of experience for you to start a clinic. So that's a big difference. Midwives are cut off at the lower years because they are more specialized in practice, and they are more specialized in that area of midwifery, so they get more experience much easier. The nurses need more experience of 10 years, so they decided to give them 10 years if you have to start a private practice. So if you are more into private practice and you love midwifery, that's the way to go. So let's look at career path. What can you do after your midwifery? What can you do after your registered nursing? The nurses, they can easily upgrade to their degrees. Nowadays, they have also started a degree in midwifery. Initially, midwives were crossing to nursing, but nowadays they don't cross. They go up and do their degree in midwifery. If that's what you want, well and good. Then let's come to the international market. Nursing and midwifery, which one is better? So that's where the biggest difference is. The international market, the nurses are more recognized than the midwives. When it comes to the international market, they get more job opportunities because they have various places they can work in compared to the midwives. If I give you examples, like the US here, they don't recruit midwives because midwifery here is done at a master's level. So if you want to immigrate like here in the US, you need to first cross out, do 𝐷𝐴𝐔𝐾, then you have a chance of immigrating. So that's the very big difference for some of you who want to take up midwifery. Is some of these decisions hurt you later in life if you want probably to immigrate. For midwife now to immigrate, you need to go to the UK because UK takes up midwives on an immigration basis. So that's a very, very big difference, and you have to take note of that. When it comes to immigration, most midwives, there are so many midwives who want to come to the US, but they are cut out because US wants nurses, because their system, to study midwifery, you need to first study nursing. So you have to consider that very, very well if you are to choose to study any of these courses, because some of them tend to hunt you later when you want to upgrade your career, when you want to advance in other countries. There are some limitations, but if I'm to choose for you, nursing is better in my opinion, not any other because of the opportunities it gives you. In nursing you can still do midwifery, yes, although not as much as the midwives themselves. So that's a very big pointer, and it gives you more career opportunities. It gives you more opportunities to immigrate to many countries which need the profession than what midwives do. Midwives are limited in immigration because their demand is not so much, and the fact that it's a very specialized field, some nurses go on and specialize and get those skills which the midwives have, so it limits them on immigration process. So when you are considering immigrating, you have to consider your options quite very well. But if you are so much in private practice, you're a person who wants to start up a domiciliary home, your private clinic, yeah, midwifery gives you that much easier. That's the only advantage I can point out, which midwifery is slightly ahead of the nursing section, in that they easily can start up their domiciliary homes much earlier than what the qualification for nurses to start up a clinic is needed. So that is the only big advantage the midwives can have over the nursing profession. But all other things to do with money, to do with career paths, to do with immigration and working in other countries, the nurses have an upper advantage. So that's all I can say when it comes to nursing versus midwifery.